few weeks ago, we posted an article up about how cardio makes you fat. It was written by a friend of mine named John Meadows. John Meadows is an international coach for bodybuilding, and what his job is to do is to get people into crazy lean shape to stand them on stage in their underwear. So you can imagine if you're in your underwear as a bodybuilder, you want to look pretty good. So we're talking 3% body fat for guys, down to 7% body fat for girls. It's crazy. But what he said was, it was kind of shocked a lot of people. So cardio makes you fat? Really? Why does cardio make you fat? Well, let's just do this. If you're trying to lose weight, you want to burn a lot of calories. Number one, the first thing you have to do, you have to preserve the muscle that you have. So you have to strength train. If you don't strength train, you start losing muscle, your metabolism slows down. So what happens when you're in a caloric deficit and you're going to go do moderate cardio, that cardio that he was saying makes you fat, what ends up happening is you burn so many calories that your body has to slow its metabolism down in order to live with the number of calories it's getting. So what's your body do? If you're not resistance training, your body's going to shed off muscle tissue because it's the only thing that's metabolically active. Okay. Now we have two different principles that he talked about: long, slow distance. Essentially, guys, this is just like walking. It's just a really low impact. You're not really pushing it. You're not breathing heavy. But what your body does, your body will kick over to burning fat as a fuel source after about 20 minutes. The first 20 minutes, 50-50 carbs and fat. After that, you're going to kick over into just burning fat as a fuel source. So it's a great way to do some caloric expenditure without sacrificing muscle. Now you can do, how much long, slow distance can you do? How much can you handle? How much time do you have? If you've got ample amount of time, it works. If you don't have a lot of time, on the flip side, it's called high intensity interval training. So I want you to think of this. Think about the last Olympics. Watch all those sprinters. Ever seen a fat sprinter? No, you haven't seen a fat sprinter for one reason. They've got muscle, and that muscle burns a ton of calories. So if you want something like high-intensity interval training, that could be sprinting. That could be sprinting with the prowler. That could take any of the pieces of cardio and go as hard as you possibly can for like 20 seconds and then coast for like 20 seconds. Okay, but you know what? Because it's so high intensity, it tears you up pretty good, okay? You're burning a ton of calories. But you can only handle it for about 20 minutes. Okay, so you've got long, slow distance, which is obviously long, slow distance, so you're just gonna walk for a long time. Or maybe bike at a really slow pace for a very long time. High intensity. You're sprinting. We come back to the cardio. Okay, I'm just going to say this the way it is. I train a lot of different people. I've been to a lot of different events. Been to the Chicago Marathon about 4 times. 40,000 people run the Chicago Marathon. Now, if you think all these people running 26.2 miles, they're all going to be ripped and shredded. Guess what? They're not. Because under John's premise, cardio makes you fat. Look at some of these people that are carrying a high amount of body fat, but they've got great cardiovascular conditioning. So it depends on what you want. Guys, if you're a runner and that's your thing and you love to run, you're going to have to do cardio. Okay? You're going to have to do cardio. That's what's good for your sport. Okay? If you're trying to shed your body fat, you might want to rethink that and look at either LSD or the high intensity interval training. Okay? That's our take on does cardio make you fat? That's hopefully cleared up for you. Thanks.